Welcome to my channel, Law Simple and Pure. I'm your host Dr. Vaishali, and in today's lecture, we are going to learn alternative dispute resolution, meaning, nature, scope, or benefits of ADR. Question number 1 in this subject. So stay tuned. What is dispute resolution? Dispute means when some problem arises between the parties. Let it be private parties or private parties and a state. What parties do? They go to a court of law. Okay. Various courts are created under the Constitution of India. At the apex level, we have Supreme Court. Below Supreme Court, there are high courts in various states, and below high courts there are subordinate courts. Okay, so if some matter arises, parties goes to this type of mechanism, which is a hierarchical, means one below the other, and dispute resolution happens. Now what is alternative dispute resolution? Which is not a normal dispute resolution. It means out of the court settlement. Some important characteristics of alternative dispute resolution. Number one, it is not in usual court setup. Okay, so it is not a usual court mechanism. Number two, it is a parallel system. Parallel system means normal system of courts is there and this system will run parallel to that system. Alternative dispute resolution will not substitute the usual court system, but it will just support the usual court system, and it is called as a parallel system which will run along with the normal court system. Number three, it is outside the court. Okay, so matters are solved not in a court but outside the court. Number four, settling dispute without litigation. So filing a suit and then attending every court date will not happen in ADR. Last, it is increasingly being utilized in disputes. Nowadays, demand for ADR is increasing and lots of matters are solved out of the court using alternative dispute resolution methods. What is the definition of ADR? Alternative dispute resolution refers to any means of settling dispute outside the courtroom. Alternative dispute resolution mechanism provides scientifically developed techniques to Indian judiciary which helps in reducing the burden of the courts. ADR provides various modes of settlement including arbitration, conciliation, mediation, negotiation and lok adalat. So various techniques are provided by ADR and they are arbitration, conciliation, mediation, negotiation and lok adalat. So five important techniques are used under ADR. It is not a part of adversarial system. Okay, so a question might be asked whether ADR is a part of adversarial system or defined adversarial system. So what is the meaning of adversarial system? The adversarial system or adversary system is a legal system used in the common law countries. India is a common law country. Okay, so it's not difficult. It is used in common law countries where two advocates represent their client's case or position before an impartial person or group of people, usually a judge or jury, who attempt to determine the truth and pass judgments accordingly. So in usual matters, there are two advocates, okay, one for plaintiff and for defendant, and they present a case. So this is called adversarial system. ADR is not an adversarial system. It is a parallel system. Next question, what is the necessity of ADR? Why do we need alternative dispute resolution when we have courts? Okay, everywhere we have Supreme Court, we have so many high courts, we have so many district and session court. Why do we need ADR? Number one, usual court processes are very lengthy. Okay, they go on for years. So usual court processes are lengthy, and that's why there are so many cases pending in our courts for years. Okay, so if some matter needs a quick disposal, ADR is the best choice. Number two, court process is very slow. Okay, it is, you have to file so many documents, the process of evidence and all. So all the formalities make the court process very slow. It takes a lot of time to present a case before a court and to get justice through the court. Number three, it's rigid and formalistic. Okay, rules are not simplified. Okay, it is formalistic. More and more importance is given to form or presentation of a case, addressing each other. It's lengthy and it's formalistic. Again, it's costly also. Employing a lawyer, going to a court each and every time is extremely expensive, and ADR is cheaper as compared to normal dispute resolution. Next thing is technicality. The process is extremely technical. You have to follow so many steps in normal dispute resolution. In ADR, you are not required to follow these technicalities. Okay, so and because of these things, it is lengthy, it is slow, it is rigid and formalistic, it is costly, and it's extremely technical. So normal court procedure have these many problems, and that's why we need alternative dispute resolution in India. What are the types of alternative dispute resolution? It can be broadly classified into two categories. Number one, court annexed options, which are available through courts or attached through courts, and they are mediation and conciliation and arbitration. And next is community based dispute resolution mechanism, which is called as Lok Adalat, which is based on the panchayat system which existed in ancient villages in India. So two types: court annexed options, which means which can be given by the court. Court will give you these options that go for arbitration. So court annexed and community based. The following are the modes of ADR practiced in India: arbitration, mediation, conciliation, negotiation, and Lok Adalat. Next point which you will cover in your answer is, what are the benefits of ADR? Number one, it saves time which is wasted in usual litigation. Usual litigation needs so much time, it goes on for years, but in ADR it's quick and lots of time can be saved. Number two, it saves money for multiple trips and litigation costs. So you have to travel every time to a court, right? You can avoid that in alternative dispute resolution. So first thing, it saves money. Second thing, it saves time. Number three, increases control over the process and the outcome as it involves mutual understanding and decision. Parties come to a decision by mutual understanding, and that's why there is a control over the situation. Next, it preserves relationship of parties. When parties go and fight in a court, it makes their relation better. Okay, so if relation is sensitive, ADR is a good choice. Next thing, it increases satisfaction at mental and monetary level. Parties feel happy because they come to a solution by their mutual understanding. So it gives them a satisfaction, and it improves attorney-client relationships. Client trust their attorneys more and more for giving such a peaceful alternative, and it improves their relation as well. 5 main types of ADR, we'll understand them in short, and in the next lecture I will cover all the techniques one by one along with the difference in them. So number 1 is arbitration. Arbitration, under this form of alternative dispute resolution mechanism, though both the parties involved in the dispute choose the person to hear and determine their dispute through a consensus. So parties decide that we'll appoint this arbitrator which is suggested by court or other person. The objective of arbitration is to arrive at a fair resolution through an unbiased tribunal speedily in a cost-effective manner. Next, conciliation. Under the process of conciliation, the intention is to facilitate for the settlement between the parties. The parties, however, are not obliged or are not bound by the conciliation. So arbitration and conciliation, basically they are the same, but conciliation is not binding and arbitration is binding in so many cases. Number 3, mediation. A mediator is involved in assessing the parties in dispute to reach an agreement. The parties in dispute themselves set the conditions of the settlement to be reached. The third party just assists them. So in case of arbitration and conciliation, role of arbitrator or conciliator is more. In case of mediation, he is a neutral type of person and he will just assist them, but he will not influence them or he will not take an active role as it is taken in case of arbitration or conciliation. Number 4, negotiation. It is the most common method of alternative dispute resolution, a non-binding procedure in which discussions between the parties are initiated. So parties, they do not need any person to intervene in between, but parties decide it mutually by negotiating with each other. And then Lok Adalat. The establishment of Lok Adalat system was brought about with the Legal Services Authorities Act. So under Legal Services Authorities Act, Lok Adalats are created. So it is a dispute resolution mechanism, and disputes at pre-litigation stage can be successfully settled at Lok Adalats. So these are the 5 types of ADR mechanisms: arbitration, conciliation, mediation, negotiation, and Lok Adalat. There is a slight difference between arbitration, conciliation, and mediation. In the next lecture, I will try to cover difference between these mechanisms, and again, on every dispute resolution mechanism a separate question will be asked, okay, about arbitration, about conciliation, about mediation, about lok adalat, okay, how it is managed under Legal Services Authorities Act and its levels and all. This subject is very easy to understand, a very practical type of and useful type of subject. You can score really good in this subject. So stay tuned and please put a comment for my next lecture. Like if you find that some topic is difficult or you want to understand some topic in detail, please leave me a message so that I will cover the topic in my next lecture. So stay tuned till my next lecture. Goodbye and good luck.